Good morning. We are live. How's it going, everybody?
Good morning.
What day is it?
The 4th
Of
June.
what day of the week is it?
Thursday.
You know,
Tomorrow is. Do you know what tomorrow is?
It's grandkid
It's
Eve.
baby day.
It's grandkid Eve.
She will. Yes.
She will. Yes.
Ears. She will.
That's the kind of
her
English you
new
look
ears.
for. Oh.
It's time. This is newborn baby girl ears. So she won't get them tomorrow because we can't be at the hospital.
But the good news is it's official. Her name is Jeffina, right?
No, it's not been announced. So I'm not saying what her name is.
Jeffina.
But we will soon this weekend, hopefully.
Dole Whip granddaughter. Hey, that's good.
Yes, she's Dole Whip granddaughter. We
Could
will
have
have pictures of her with her first ears. So when Grayson was born, they didn't have little ears already made for boys.
Oh, yeah?
So I had to get like a little baby newborn black beanie cap and sew little black Mickey ears on it. So he had his first.
Any memory of that? Was what, 3 years ago? Is he 3 now? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you held them for the pictures.
I don't remember you having to get ears.
Oh, yes, they have to have ears. That's like they're born, they put ears on.
I mean, I do. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I stated that poorly. I did. I love that. I remember.
Yeah. So this is the newborn ears, and then
I'm just gonna let her go.
As they get a little older, yeah, we're just gonna go. Then I got these because in December we're going back with the baby. Her head will be bigger, so she needs these too. We got the bigger one so they can grow. And I have one more. Sorry, I'm baby.
No, do your thing. Do your thing. I got something I can do for the people anyway, and then we'll say hi to chat.
We have to start them out with their Disney gear.
She's a little obsessed. Which I'm not complaining.
So then we have this sweatshirt. And then wait. I have matching pants too. And there's little mini pants. And it is the cutest. And we have it ×2. Because we're going to have so this Friday we have baby number 2 coming. And then the following Thursday, we have baby number 3 being induced. So we're so excited, or at least I am.
I am.
So are the moms. Grandpas are excited in a different way. They're like, yeah, when's this kid popping out?
I mean, yeah. Come on.
I was like, I can't wait.
Like, I can't be excited for Christmas for 9 months, but you could be excited for a baby for 9 months. It feels
yes, totally.
Backwards.
It's like we're having the best Christmas present ever tomorrow. And then another one the week after.
I mean, let's meet these kids, right? Before we decide if it's the best ever. I mean,
they will be the best ever.
Grayson is
the best ever.
Oh, so it's a tie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 of them.
All right. So I was gonna say, I feel like you've had Grayson for 3 years, and you're just throwing him to 3rd place all of a sudden. Whatever.
Nope. He's already the best ever.
I understand. I'm just playing with you.
Grandma Mickey.
He does. He may be watching now. He on occasion, probably not with his mom about to have a baby, I'm guessing. But perhaps. But every now and then they'll send us a picture of him watching the screen with us doing, what we're doing right now.
And talking. And we send videos back and forth to each other. It's very fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So go ahead.
He's the best. So the coolest thing is when he's like, I send him a video and then his mom videos him watching my video and he's talking to me like I'm in front of him, but cute. I'm not answering. It is the cutest. I just love it. So.
And I love it too. And I would like to be able to plug this in so this doesn't die. And I haven't even said hi to chat yet. So can you
okay, you say hi to chat. I'll find a plug.
It's right here. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
Not find it. I just need to do it. So that would be great if you could do that. Then I could follow the chat that way. But Bloom and Cheese in the house. Good morning, all. An hour and a half early, Bloom and Cheese. An hour and a half. You know what the last time I was an hour and a half early to anything? Never. It'll be the first time.
Never.
The next time will be the first time.
Yeah.
Bright Suns, everyone, Flame Tree Barbecue, Jay Skywalker, who still has a better last name than me, and has a good taste in food. Tina Davies in the house. What's going on, Tina? Appreciate you being here. Hitchhiking Bones, hello. Yes, you're right, by the way, about the airlines. Although airlines are too expensive. I was looking about JetBlue at 9 instead of 11, so I could have done that, but it's too many bad things can happen there. Carolyn, but you're right. There's money to be made there. Carolyn Life in the house. What's going on? Caitlin in the house. Good morning to you. What's going on? The Sure Nuts in the house. What's going on? Alyssa Stenberg in the house. What's going on? Thank you, baby. Jack, Sandy Claus, Logan. How are you? Long time no see, buddy.
Good morning.
Big Dizzy fan is here. Sandy Norris is always here, and I always appreciate it. Jenny, thank you for being a member. You're always here, and I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. My mama in the house. RV and Disney in the house. She's just here to make me kiss my wife. I like that. I don't know how that started. Really. Why did that start? I don't know. Oh, she yelled at me once for not doing it at the end. That's what it was.
She noticed you didn't one time.
I'm finishing up the dishes. I'm listening. Good news. I've got extra here. Come on over. We got plenty. You can always do them.
I got to see the picture of the rocks too.
Yeah, I told you after the stream. I just
They're
assumed
really
she sent
fun.
it to you.
So she has a whole bunch.
Did she send it to you again?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, she sent it to me.
I feel like I got yelled at for not sharing.
There's like a whole bunch of really fun little heart-shaped rocks, and they're just very naturally formed. It's very cool.
Apparently, there's glass in the ocean that turns into.
We have a bunch of that
glass in the ocean.
Sea glass. As it tumbles, it turns into these beautiful
disdain
pieces.
In her face.
Whatever.
I don't.
So I have a bunch of sea glass too. I just haven't displayed it.
We're on the way to. I don't know where we were going yesterday. Oh, we're going to work. That's where we're going. And there was a lot of traffic yesterday. It was like normal traffic.
Lots of traffic.
Which I don't think I'm okay with. Let's go back. But anyway, we were talking about Quartzite, and it's totally your fault. We had a whole 20-minute conversation about we should go to Quartzite, blah blah, and it was totally Jackie's fault. So
yeah, and she sent the information on High Jolly's tomb.
That was fun. I did read that.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Matter of fact,
to have camels. I'm like, how
when
mean?
I read that, I feel like
go.
I'd seen that. I
Maybe,
feel like
yeah, it looks familiar.
I meant to talk about that. Never. I feel like so she makes fun of me for stopping at all that. You know, you get a plaque on the side of the road. I want to read it. So I'm usually not in a hurry because I don't care what time it is.
It definitely.
So why do I care if I'm late? When I read that from her, I thought. I didn't say it back to her because I thought, well, that's just people just think that, but I think we were there.
I think we've been there. I just didn't remember.
You saying "Hi Jolly" remind me of you saying it before. Like I really
like. I guess maybe it didn't have the information on it back then.
No, I feel like I knew the story. I don't know. I'm not.
I think
sometimes you hear a story.
Camels being released into the desert. So I don't
Reminds
know.
me of the Catalina with the buffalo. Mar in Memphis, our friend in the house. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Always, always, always. I love you, Mar. I just say it. I love you. I love you, Mar. Is that a? Anyway, all right, never mind. Tina McNeil in the house. What's going on? Thanks for being a member, Tina. Thanks for being here. Gaming Nation. Dole High, back to you. It's Joey's World in the house. What's going on? It's Joey's World and Gaming Nation and Ray J in the house all the way from tomorrow. Is it tomorrow if it's this early here? Probably still tomorrow. He's all the way in. He's actually, if you look west, he's so far west that he's in the east.
Oh.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Connie, Grand California. No. Connie, Grand Floridian family. That's a fun name.
Grand Floridian family.
Connie, I've never been in the Grand Flo. I've only been outside in the monorail.
Just been outside.
I know, isn't that crazy? I feel like I'm cheating.
So Reagan
Why
said,
is it that I've never been inside there? I haven't.
Reagan said if we decide not to get tickets or if we can't get park tickets when we go in October, she just wants to go to the Grand Floridian for the day and walk around.
We should probably have that conversation, but it has nothing to do with Disney's Animal Kingdom, but we'll get to that in a minute. But Connie, welcome. I am so glad to have you in chat. Tina Peniel, Gaming Nation, Detroit Disney Duo. I had somebody message me about yesterday. I bet you know why. Detroit Disney Duo. Little slobber right there. Sorry about that. Hitchhiking Bones. Pete McDevitt in the house. Speaking of people. Candy Mom 15 Cynthia in the house. Dean Banger. Thanks for being a member. Dean. AJC Magic. Amy. Boy, I'm just talking to the chat today. I kind of like it. Yeah. My mommy's in the house. Mom says he is adorable. Thanks, Mom. I've always thought I was adorable too. Grayson. And I appreciate you admitting it in public. Thank you for that.
He is. He's seriously the cutest little kid ever.
He is pretty cute, but he's not as cute as me. Matt W., my logo guy in the house. Bill in the house. What's going on, Magic Other Mouse TV? What is up? Lori French in the house. Hello. Boy, I'm just talking to the chat here. You guys are making me happy. I'm glad you guys are all here. I don't want to miss anybody. I feel like, because we had a long conversation. That's why. If I missed you, I apologize. I think I'm almost to the end. Just looking for names that I haven't said hello to yet.
Hello to each other.
I know. I love it. ATJH. And now, Sherry, thanks for being a member. And thanks for being here. Sherry, awesome Sunset Travels. If you want to go traveling, you need Sherry in your life.
There you go.
I like it because it feels commercially and it makes me giggle. Like I don't know. I like it.
Sherry and pineapples.
Sherry. Carolyn Life in the house also has a better last name than me. I'm just going to say, but it's not Star Warsy. But all right, it's time. ATJH says AK is my second favorite next to MK. That's a lot of letters K. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
So we grew up.
Totally my jam.
Totally my jam. Yep. We grew up as a married couple. One of the first things that we got, one of my favorite early marriage memories with us.
Yeah. With
you, with us, whatever it is it San Diego Wildland Park? It's just now called Safari Park, but it was San Diego Wildland Park then. My mom used to take me there. My mom and my dad used to take me there when I was a kid. We used to go to concerts. She actually doesn't remember some of the concerts. We saw, did we see the Everly Brothers there? I think we saw the Everly Brothers. They had free concerts on the lawn there, and you could hear the lions roar, and they had lions, and they had a bird show, and they had tigers, and they had bears. Oh my. And all the stuff, all the wolves. And I fell in love with exotic animals, zoo type of animals, because of Wild Animal Park. It was
Right.
not far from where I grew up.
And it wasn't like your typical zoo.
No,
it had
it's not.
huge.
It was the first, I think, in America at least, that gave the animals great expanses to run rather than a cage.
It had huge enclosures, and they had like the safari savanna out there, and the animals roamed together with each other. You know,
thanks for being here, Peter. I don't want to interrupt, but
predators with prey, but that would
be awesome.
They had them out with just expansive
fundraiser
spaces to walk and roam. The elephants had a huge area.
They could roam if they want to.
Yeah.
Roam around. B-52s.
Yeah.
Come on.
I get it.
So, did it have monkeys? Yeah, they had monkeys. They had, you know, when you walked in, so it was the decor was amazing. It was very African and Asian, not unlike, not unlike World Showcase, but more for the animals. But it was they had an African savannah.
Well, everything was African. We had the village,
they had an Asian.
And then we had the huge savannah.
They don't have an Asian?
We had a rainforest area.
Maybe that, I don't know. Whatever. But you walk in, you pay your ticket, or you go in when you had a membership, and then you walk straight into an aviary.
The biggest aviary you could ever imagine.
So I fell in love with the book Jurassic Park years before it was a movie. Michael Crichton. I was sad the day he passed away. One of my favorite authors of all time. You know so much of his work, even if you're not a reader. The movie ER, or the TV show ER, Michael Crichton. The books, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever. All of that came from the mind of Michael Crichton. So many classics. The movie Congo, no, not even a good movie. A great book, The Congo. So many things. Even Westworld. Even Westworld was a TV show in the 70s that he produced, that he created, I guess. And Westworld's big now, and he's been gone for a good decade. So brilliant guy. He wrote the book Jurassic Park, which turned into the massive hits that they've become. Mm-hmm. And my favorite scene in the books, and what I was most upset with the first Jurassic Park movie, which was spectacular, but when it first came out, it was my favorite book, my favorite nonfiction book. You know, it was the Bible and Jurassic Park. Those are my two favorite books. Let's be real, or baseball books. You got those some baseball books there. But they didn't have the aviary scene in there, and I dreamt about the aviary scene, and in my dreams, it was the entryway at the Wild Animal Park's aviary.
Yes.
But put dinos in there. It was
that
was so you would walk into
a massive bird aviary,
a rainforest. You were in a different world. It doesn't matter what the temperature was, and it was hot there often. It was beautiful. Well, I mean, it could still be hot, but it was just a different world, and the birds everywhere, and beauty, and just amazing. And then you went after you walked through there. You could zip through it if you wanted to get through it, but you could spend an hour or two in there if you wanted to do. Then when you exited, they had two little, you're walking through. There's two places to go. So there's 3 cages in between where there's animals. And right as you exit, there was a peregrine falcon. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't always see him because sometimes he was up where you couldn't see him. I was so in love with that little peregrine falcon.
And then also you'd have to go through 2 doors. So it'd have like an exit and then an extra room and then an exit, just so we didn't have anybody escape. But in that little section, they had the tiniest pygmy monkeys. Do you remember those guys? You could like put them on your finger.
That's where I was going when somebody in chat asked, did they have monkeys?
So you would go through and they were right there. And so a lot of times we'd have people like stopping and blocking all the doors because everybody was trying to see the tiniest monkeys ever. They were so cool. Cute.
And they had California condors there. You could be.
We had a breeding program there for them.
You could be, be closer than I am to the screen right now. Mm-hmm. If they wanted to, they had space to go other places, but they would come over sometimes. There was something in the way.
Well, they had
it was amazing, and they're so big
for reproduction of endangered
species.
Oh, so we had Cress out there and a huge animal hospital, and there was like a bunch of other things they did for animal conservation. It wasn't just the Wild Animal Park.
Tina McNeil says she watches Secrets of the Zoo San Diego. I've never seen that show. It sounds like my jam. I would love that. I don't know of that. But that's something I would definitely watch. But we love the San Diego Zoological Society. She worked there for a while. Our
4 years.
Our first house we rented, I think, or one of the early houses we rented when we were very, very early married, right down the road from it. Let's be real. And then I had when I worked for the Boys and Girls Clubs for years, and one of the there was a time where I ran 2 clubs at the same time. In the afternoon, I would close up one of the clubs, and it was couple miles. I could just straight shot, and you would work there Friday, and I would spend my Fridays out there.
Right.
Anyway,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I worked a regular like job during the week, and then I did night operations and special events Thursday through Friday for the Zoological
Society. And you
loved
working there.
Loved it.
You did a lot of stuff in promos.
Loved it.
She would be
I got to do all kinds of different things.
The costume character.
Yes,
she
bet costume characters.
When they had big events in San Diego, the Republican National Committee is the biggest one, but there was others. I just named that one because people would know some of those people. But she met politicians and actresses and actors and
we also did
big people in business all the time. Right?
So we had a camp and an education program, but there was a camp that we would run down and set up like all the African huts and stuff and get it set up for everybody to come in. I did like helped with setup. I didn't get to run the educational part. I was just set up, camp, go.
Triple P, my buddy Josh says, I used to do night ups too. He was in the military.
Different kind of night ups.
Yeah. Yeah, she did though. Yeah, you did you just said it. She did some amazing stuff. All of that to say, it definitely fed into our passion for the decor that is the Animal Kingdom.
So I had always wanted to do, I've always wanted to do like a missionary trip to Africa. I have never wanted to do that. South Africa. And I grew up like watching the kids in the villages and just learning about that area. I fell in love with that culture early.
I like it when people can understand what I'm saying. And more than that, I can understand them.
And then I worked there and it was like getting to go to an African village every day.
Yeah, it really was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And the more that they added, the more you just felt like more immersed into it. They expanded as I was working there and it was amazing.
They had huge growth while you were working there.
But then Disney decided they were going to do something similar.
22 years ago now, I guess.
They came to the Wild Animal Park and grabbed some of our
very best
curators and met and worked with our park.
Well, the Lion King
recreate it.
The Lion King people
in Florida
came to you guys too, right? It's before.
Oh yeah. That was for No, I'm talking about when they were building Animal Kingdom. They looked at us as the model.
Sure.
And so they ended up taking our curator of mammals, I think.
Oh, I think they took some of my
friends'
cat
family. Yeah.
The big cat guy was, I can't remember her name's dad.
Yeah.
Kendra's dad. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. So that I think is also why I love Animal Kingdom so much because they did. Yeah. They made it look so much like the park when I worked there.
I got it third hand because she would get it second hand and she would share it with me. But the excitement for Animal Kingdom for me, I'll speak for me, was because they were trying to make it a bigger and better wild animal park. And they did. And they really did.
And they did.
They did. And so I remember the first time walking in the Animal Kingdom, expecting a lot, hoping for a lot, and being blown away. And that says everything. It's right. It's like Flight of Passage, which is an Animal Kingdom. We'll get to that. Everybody had talked it up so much. I had become worried. We went like I think 2 times without going on Flight of Passage. And people are like, why don't you want to go on Flight of Passage? Why are you mad at Avatar? I mean, I'm like, just didn't want to stand in line. Kids made a choice. But I couldn't. I got to the point that I couldn't wait to do it. And then I got to the point that I was almost worried that I wouldn't love it as much as everyone wanted me to love it, expected me to love it. And that's the same for all of Animal Kingdom. Blew me away. It still does. Like, I'm sad when we go there. Like, we go a couple times a year and we don't always do everything. Obviously we can't, right? We'd rather go 3 times a year or 2 times a year or 3 times a year than go once and do everything. So, hey, Mikey, what's going on?
This is better on my feet.
I was just going to say that. It's just in our life, it's just better. But sometimes that means you miss a park. And I don't feel like I'm very sad if I miss, I'm only sad if I miss Epcot and Animal Kingdom.
That's because you're obsessed with the food thing. No,
that's the culture thing.
I love Animal Kingdom. And I do miss it when we don't go, but we're good.
So we should start talking about some of our favorite things. And so I just mentioned walking in for the first time. You know what? The tree lady, the tree man, the tree thing.
The tree thing.
Come on. Super Fluffy Yeti. It's fun to say Super Fluffy Yeti. What's going on? I just love that. I don't know what it is. It's a living vine or something. I don't know if he, she, they have a name. I love it. I don't know what it is. Do you know
Someone
what I'm talking
probably knows. I know what you're talking about.
It's kind of creepy. It's kind of awesome.
It's like you're walking by bushes and all of a sudden they come
One of them moves.
And she's like, there's a
And it makes me think of Captain EO. Where'd she go? Downside Diva in the house. What's going on, Downside Diva? I'm glad you are here. So I love that. I love the entryway. I love it all. But then there's some like, where do you even want to start? I don't even know where to start. I can tell you one of my favorite character meet and greets is right there in the middle. You just go straight, and it's Mickey and Minnie in safari gear. Like,
yes,
I love that.
Really fun.
And that's where sometimes you get to meet. Oh my gosh, what's the big bird's name? Not Big Bird. Kevin. Yeah, I wanted to say Ed.
No,
it's not even close. I was Kevin. Ed in my head. Hey, that rhymes. Kevin was so fun. Like I remember. Well, I guess it was the last time we were there. I was just trying to get video. We were hanging out. We were done with having some barbecue, I think. And he was just over there, and he was coming our way. And I just hung out. I was getting video, but I was watching. And it ended up a good 10 minutes. And it was so fun. Like, that is one of my favorite interactions.
I think one of my favorite things is when you walk in, and in the distance, you're like, is that a massive tree? And that the first time, there's just this massive tree. You know, we didn't have that at the Wild Animal Park.
Were you talking about the Tree of Life?
Yes, and it's amazing. Like that's everybody.
The Tree of Life is my jam. Like
yes,
it's like
the animals carved. It's moving, and it's
From far away, it's spectacular. From close, it's spectacular. It's like two different awesome things.
It's right, but it reminds me of like, okay, so when I go down Main Street and I expect to see my castle. Well, now I go in and I'm like, where's my tree?
Yeah, totally. I totally agree with that.
Totally that same kind of feel. Yeah.
It's iconic. It's beautiful. It's photo worthy from all kinds of different angles. Yes. I love being in the back there. Actually, when you pass where we were with Kevin in the bird show, you make a left and then there's that walkway on the way to
Asia area.
That's one of my favorite views of the tree, actually. I love that from there. It's in the back. I got a little itch on my nose. So anyway, I love that. Jumbo is right. I've never seen Divine. I have looked. I guess I'm a little behind in chat. So
Divine must be the name of the lady that comes out.
Divine. I bet it is.
Yeah. Oh, she's there.
I love it. It's pretty cool. So I don't know. There's so many things we want to talk about. You want to just jump around? I don't have the notes that I had yesterday, but one of my favorite things. I'm not somebody to sit down and watch a play. In general, there are some that I love, but usually I don't want to do that. The first time I did the Festival of the Lion King, I thought, okay, I'll just get out of the heat for a while, and I didn't think I would love it.
Oh no, I knew we would love it.
I want to be one of those meerkats.
My friend Nikki was in it. Mm-hmm. She was Timon in it, and I had already seen like her
Nikki was a guest on DizTube early on, probably about a year ago. So you want to go back and see.
So like she used to wear it to work, her cast jacket.
Yes,
and it was amazing. I was like, that jacket, I just need that jacket.
It was sweet. Like she's a little tiny girl, and I'm a large, not tiny
Which
girl.
Which is probably good because we would have tried to
otherwise
hustle
I probably would have stole that.
But she was in it, and I knew that. Yeah, I bet it's.
Yeah, she was Timon. She was one of the main, the leads.
Yeah.
But that show is that's art.
It's great.
It's amazing. Right? The music is amazing. The
colors.
I love the meerkats, the bouncing, or the monkeys. The monkeys. I'm calling them meerkats. The monkeys.
The acrobatic.
I like meerkats too, but boy, my brain is not there today. My brother-in-law was a supervisor master. Oh, on the Tree of Life, he worked. That is so cool. That's so cool. Worked on several Disney attractions. That need to get him on the show. That's awesome. I mean, this is our last trip. We did a scavenger hunt at AK. I love doing scavenger hunts in the park. I love scavenger hunts. So, a little off topic. I've done scavenger hunts for kids and for staff trainings.
And our kids' birthday parties.
I bet 50 times. I bet 100 times. Done them I might know a guy who's pretty good at that.
Yeah,
I did one for my friends once. We were in college. It was probably the first big one I ever did, and you had to go buy when you could buy a newspaper in the thing, you had to go buy a newspaper to get one. And I had people at the local coffee shop. It was so fun, so much fun. You had to jump a fence and get onto the football field and find the right seat, and so much fun. I love those things. To do one at Animal Kingdom would be cool. I've never done one of the Disney ones.
That would be fun.
I would love that. Anyway, okay, so I love the Festival of Lion King, but I said that on purpose to say I love that area. So
that's my favorite area, the little Harambe village.
Mombasa Marketplace. And
I love it. So I could stay all day and just sit there and have a snack and watch the shows and watch people and listen to all the music. I love it there.
Mom points out she used to do scavenger hunts for you and your sister for Easter baskets. That's right. It's probably what put me in my head, Mom. I ended up taking that idea and using it. I did it in staff trainings and with the kids all the time with notes included. Sure. Love it.
Grandpa Ruth and Grandma Jack used to do that with Easter baskets.
Yeah, they would screw up
and they would do it like a word search where they would mix up the words for you.
But they would spell it wrong, leave out letters. And leave out letters.
Yes, it was always crazy. It took us like 5 hours to get to the finish.
It's different. Anyway, so I've said this before. I'm not a big shopper, but that shop, the Disney Christmas shop, there's a few. I could probably make it a longer list than I wanted, but Momasa Marketplace is one of the top 5 places for me to shop in the world. We've got, I should have brought the frog. Where's our frog? We should have pulled the frog out. Just so many neat things.
My wooden frog.
We've got a whole Christmas tree
safari hat
downstairs.
with your pins times 2 we've gotten there.
Where's that
a ton of our Christmas ornaments because I have the safari tree downstairs.
Which is still up, by the way.
Yes. I'm
not complaining. I'm bragging.
It matches the decor to the room.
I should have wore my.
Yeah, you should have had your hat. I have some fun t-shirts that I've picked up over there too. But mostly I like the instruments that they have there.
This is not the one I was looking for, but it is. It's appropriate, but it's not. Oh, you know where it is, baby?
Hanging.
It's right behind my head.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh,
it's attached. Never
It's
mind.
got lights all around it. It's that hat. But I'll keep this hat on for a while. Hat is behind. Yeah, I forgot what. That's why I couldn't find it. I'm like, it's supposed to be there. When I wear it, I put it there. What did I do with that? Oh, yeah.
On the wall.
Yeah. Right. If I look straight at it.
We're looking at it in our screen.
Was he really? Super Fluffy Yeti. Mike was a still walker. That's so cool. I love that. I love that show so much. Look on the wall. It says, yeah, you guys like, I told you I needed more coffee. By the way, did we? Oh, we did. She matched up the cups today.
Yes, I did today.
Did you do it on purpose?
I knew ahead of time. Yes.
Look at you, all fancy. So anyway, let's keep going. So my favorite ride for a long, long time at the parks was at this park, Expedition Everest.
Yes, that's a fun one.
Wow. So the 2 years
makes me a little dizzy. It's weird. I love roller coasters, but that one, I think it's the flipping backwards part. Makes me a little bit dizzy. It's weird, but I love it. I actually love like going in and just looking at all the stuff.
I do too.
In the queue.
I remember the first time we ever did it, we did the whole long line. And then the second, third, fourth, and fifth, I think we did a fast pass. And I remember thinking, screw the fast pass. I want to be in the line. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because the fast pass, we move too quick. You can't read all the stuff that they have there.
I love it. But now I'm back on the fast pass then. But
yeah.
One of the things that we did the 2 years, I think it was, that we didn't do Flight of Passage, it was just such a hard decision. I've said this a lot. So if you're a veteran of the show or the channel, you probably heard me say this. I'm going to say it again. It was hard for me to talk my kids out of not wanting to get like, hey guys, let's do this. Everybody loves it. I didn't have that conversation with them ever because I can go on Expedition Everest 4 times.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love it. I think it's one of the best roller coasters. It's the theming for sure, but my gosh, it's a good roller coaster.
It is. It is a good roller coaster.
Mr. Rohde, would you please fix the Yeti? He promises he will. He says it's his life's
time
goal.
To do it right now.
Well, if you can work, it's a whole engineering thing. It's a whole long thing, but he says he's got a plan that he believes will work. And this was a couple years back, so I don't really know where we're at now. But that would be awesome. I've never got to see it move. Obviously, they do the Disco Yeti thing, and it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know enough, but apparently the engineering of it is pretty complex, and it is what it is. But I love the Expedition Everest line. Yeah, exactly. I just love it all. I love it all. Super Fluffy Yeti, which, by the way, is the person to talk to about Super Fluffy Yeti's in the chat, and we're talking about the Yeti. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Disco Yeti is still kind of iconic now, but I love it. I love that whole area. Cali River Rapids, so fun and so a needed break from the heat. That park, that's the negative of that park.
Is very hot.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Wow. Tony and Jeannie Hopper's in the house. What a fun name.
And super hot.
Tony and Jeannie Hopper's welcome. In one vacation, we rode it 40 times. Tony and Jeannie are my people.
Yeah,
I love that.
You might have had my kids with you.
Yes.
So that is also when you get off the ride, it puts you out into that little gift shop.
Yeah.
So that is one of Peyton's favorite gift shops.
Yeah, she always buys a shirt or a jacket or something. She always gets
an Expedition Everest shirt or jacket
or sweater. Cool stuff.
Yeah, she's got some really fun things.
She also is too small to steal her stuff. I think.
She needs like an extra small. So all her stuff is safe, except from Samantha. Samantha can wear her stuff.
Yeah, and so Mom's talking about the line in Pandora. We'll get to Pandora in here in a minute, but I love that. And in that same area, one of my favorite things in the world is one of the shows that I think gets no love, River to Light. The
I liked it.
Rivers of Light.
Rivers of Light.
Found it spectacular. One year we got a fast pass to get up close and personal, which I don't suggest you need necessarily.
No, not really.
You really don't. But I was not sad that we did it. I loved it. I've done it a couple times now, but that first experience was awesome. I don't know why that's not more popular. I think it's just not fireworky, and I think
maybe.
I think kids nowadays need explosions. But I love it. I love it. I love it. The first time I ever saw the floating stuff of that event was in my first 5K I ever did. Oh, and my last 5K I ever did. I should have pulled out my medal. But we
not really.
You know how long 5Ks are?
They're
5 freaking Ks. No, I know.
Virtual ones.
Yeah, actually that sounds fun. Well, I need to. My gosh. I used to joke about being fat. Now I'm actually 14 fat people all in one. But anyway, so our first time, Paula, Peyton and I, who we just talked about, who loves Expedition Everest and all that, we went and did the 5K. It's been 3 years now, 4 years now. I don't know. It's been a while.
Right around Thanksgiving.
Since that. Anyway, and it was a great experience. It was super early in the morning, and I hadn't been in Pandora yet. It was when Pandora had been open, I don't know, 9 months, 6 months. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was still fairly new. It was the first time we'd been there since it's been open.
Yeah.
So my first through Pandora experience was early in the morning. And now here's the thing. So I'm not a runner. And so I wasn't sure I can run the whole time anyway. I was pretty confident that I was not going to be able to run the whole thing anyway. And so I'm doing my thing. And then it goes really tight. And everybody started walking. I'm like, oh, this is thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Because you could slow.
So we all just started walking, and then there was character, and then all of a sudden, I was in Pandora. And it was really early in the morning. I was fully awake because I was excited, but the lights and the sounds of Pandora for the first time in a 5K, it was weird because I wanted to stop, and I couldn't.
Right.
But then I got through that, and then I saw the Rivers of Light flowers. I don't know what they are. So beautiful. And it was right as the sun was coming up. I got to tell you, it's a moment that I will never get. It's one of my favorite Disney moments ever. And then it opened up big and I had to run again. So that was a bummer. But but it was so much fun. I loved it. And India, that India area, we stopped to get an ice cream. It's like you and the girls jam. I'm not a big Mickey ice cream guy, but my 2 daughters who still live with us and my wife certainly are. So we always stop there right as you're entering and or exiting the India area. Mm-hmm. We love the decor of that. I love the African decor more, but the India decor is spectacular.
I do like that too. It doesn't
for Asia. I should be saying Asia.
More Asian, yeah.
I'm saying India.
Kind of Moroccan a little bit.
It's Asia.
I mean, the African matches more of what we put at the house, but yeah, Peyton really likes that area too. We always get Joffrey's there.
Yeah, well,
we always stop and get a tea.
We love coffee in this house. And tea. Peyton loves tea, and some of Peyton's favorite tea is there. Was it what was
African
that
Celebrations?
African Celebration. Yeah. Yes, there you go. I'm not going to remember where do we get that because that was the best tea I've ever had in my life.
Right there, the little Joffrey's.
I didn't realize
stand
it was
right there. Yeah, my favorite is the orange blossom one, and I don't know what the name of it is, and I couldn't find it on the Joffrey's website, but they had this amazing one that tasted just like orange blossoms. And I really
not my favorite flavor.
That's my favorite.
My sister Lisa, says Joy's World, was so dizzy after Everest she fell on the. Oh no! That's no good. So dizzy because of the heights. I'm not. Why do you get dizzy? What was it going? You said backwards because you're.
I think it's a backwards flipping. I don't know. It's definitely an ear thing.
One of the things with Everest that I love, and it gives me that. Ooh, we're so high. When you're getting at the very top, you're. Yeah. And then you get to look to the right. And you see a long way. Yeah. Like it's higher than you.
If you don't like heights, you don't want to look right.
I don't like heights
over the edge because Reagan doesn't like that.
I don't like heights
at
all.
This is the part I don't like. Yeah. That she loves everything.
Well, I can understand that's pretty high.
You're super high,
and you can't go anywhere. That's the thing. You can't go anywhere. But it's so fun.
It is. That's a great ride.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I won't get on that ride. I'll only ride on baby rides, says Jackie. The backwards part. I was just going to say that. So then click. And then they fly you sideways and backwards and upside down and over. I don't know what they're doing.
So fun.
So much fun. I love that ride and the drop at the end. So good. Okay. And then you're leaving that area. Should we even talk about Dinosaur? Dinosaur sucks. I hate that ride. It's the exact right. She's saying no, don't talk about it because she knows I'm going to be mean to it. 35 in the house. Let's see how many people leave with me bagging on a dinosaur because people
Well, they
actually
already
say
know
dinosaurs
you-
their favorite.
They already know
Some
you don't.
the
like
veterans who are here all not
dinosaurs.
everyone's here all the time.
Yeah.
I think that dinosaur has so much potential. I love dinosaurs. I just told you my favorite fiction book of all time is Jurassic Park. And by the way, if you love Jurassic Park the movie and you haven't read the book, read the book. It's unbelievably
so
better.
much better.
Unbelievably better.
Yeah.
All of them, by the way, the two. But that's a whole other conversation. Could do our favorite authors one day, but that would bore everybody to death. Oh, lost one. There you go. So Dinosaur is horrible. And Dinosaur is the exact same vehicle and the exact same track as Indiana Jones, my favorite ride.
Which is one of our favorites. Yeah.
See, Jackie can't
totally
cancel
different.
Jeff. Cancel everybody, right? You old man. I got other reasons that you're going to want to cancel me. Trust me. But it's horrible. It's horrible. The entry show, it's like Jurassic Park light, but for dummies.
It's
Like
just old.
Oh,
It just needs to be
kill me.
updated, I guess.
Kill me. And this is a guy who loves dinosaurs. Like, who doesn't love dinosaurs? Let's be real. It could be so good, and it's so bad. It is bumpy, but that bumpy is the exact same bumpy they have in Indiana Jones. But in the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland, it works. It's so good.
You have a giant ball,
It's
like
perfect.
rock ball coming at you. And
I feel like they
it's
just
totally
shouldn't
different.
try.
It's just
Hey, let's put a big dinosaur here, and he'll go. So dumb. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm usually I love everything about Disney guy. Dinosaur stinks. All right, so next we'll just move on. Now that we only lost 2, but I'm sure the number will still go down. Dinosaur is intense. The ride vehicle were developed. It's the exact same. I don't think so. It's the exact same system as Indiana Jones and Disneyland,
yeah.
which
Even
I think
almost the
preceded
same
it.
vehicle.
I might be
just
wrong.
different.
It maybe Dinosaur preceded it. Whatever.
I don't know which was first.
So let me see the dinosaur ride and umpires. Freaking hate that. I hate the ride dinosaur, but umpires actually ruined my favorite game. So I'm gonna disagree. I like umpires less, but that's a whole nother thing. All right, so then we leave that area because why would we ever go there again? And we go into our favorite area, the African area. Now, let's be real. We go potty even if we don't need potty to go potty right outside of Mombasa Marketplace. Why do we go potty right there?
The music.
Because there's a 99% chance by the time we come out, somebody awesome with some drums or some
drumming.
dancer
Love
or some
it.
group.
Singing,
I love all of that.
drumming, dancing, all of it.
And we always
It's like a party.
We always stay, and I always wish we stayed longer.
Yeah,
I always love that. I remember one year I got a great video of it, and I threw it up on the channel.
I remember one year you were like, I'm going to go look at the gorillas. I'm like, okay, I'm staying here and watching this. And you guys went on, and we stayed in the village.
I love
and
gorillas.
watched the
I do love me some gorillas. I don't remember leaving that.
It's okay. I've seen gorillas. I want to see these guys.
I love it. I love it so much. They're so good. I actually heard one of the groups just terminated their contract or whatever. And the guy with the cool flute thing, I don't know what those.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone too. But I love those cultural, musical.
They're the best.
Groups? I don't know what to call them.
Yes.
So fun. I love it. I love it. I love it all. And then obviously we talk about Mombasa Marketplace. We already talked about it. We always buy something there. Almost always we buy something for our Christmas tree, which again is downstairs, which we kind of referenced earlier. She's got a Christmas tree in her like the entryway of our house. It's where she does a lot of our work.
Kind of an office and a dog room.
Yeah, it's true. The dogs have taken over the room. That's true. But there's a little Christmas tree in there. It's not so little, and it's full of. It's not all from Disney, but a lot of it's from Disney.
Has a lot of
it's from that store.
Yes, but a lot of them are some of mine from when I worked at the Wild Animal
Just
Park.
Sampson in the house. What up, Just
boxes.
Sampson? They also have fudge over there, which I never end up buying. But my hat, which I couldn't find.
Fudge.
My hat, which I couldn't find, we bought it there. You bought it for me. A lot of my favorite things that you bought for me.
That's like that with the pins.
Actually, I think I do remember that. I went to see the girls and I came back and you bought that hat for me.
Uh-huh.
That's right, because I was surprised. And I needed it because it was freaking hot.
So hot.
It was like the sun was like, I feel like the sun was like barely over our head. Like God had lowered the sun to like 8. Like you probably could touch it. It was so
I don't know. The
freaking hot
air
that
just
day.
doesn't move much in that part.
It's not a lot of shade there. It's not a lot of shade there. The shade that they have there for the animals.
Yeah, but there's
not the me.
It's very humid.
It's very humid. Yeah. I think that's Orlando. Yeah. Everybody say hi to Just Sampson, my buddy from the Pat Flynn income stream. Roxana in the house. What's going on, Roxana? So glad to see you here. Getting your Disney fix here. You live right there. You just made my day with that. So anyway, we love that area. And one of the things that I love that is most like, wow, we're not going to get to all the things. It's 9:41. See, I didn't even organize it. I meant to last night and I thought, you know what? We're not going to need it. We're nuts about this park. We're not going to need it.
Yeah.
We might need to do day 2 of this one too. We could do a whole week of Disney Animal Kingdom. Let's be real. Talk about the food one day and the rides one day. The safari, the the safari, the truck,
Kilimanjaro
Safari. Thank you.
Mhm.
Boy, I need more coffee.
Mhm.
That is the most like the wild animal park event you can have. So at the wild animal park that we mentioned, you would get on a tram, and it was on a track. It wasn't. But let's be real, the truck is on a track too. There's no track there.
But it's definitely different. Like it was more like getting on a slow monorail that you would take in San Diego. It was very quiet. It was very calm. You just sat and the breeze came through and you just kind of looked at all the animals and listened to the driver. Kilimanjaro, you're bouncing around a little bit more. It feels more like you're on a safari.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
For sure.
It's pretty cool.
It's definitely amazing.
It's in the theme of that. I guarantee they did. That was their interpretation of what
it was. They just did a way better job.
So Disney did a better job?
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, the monorail, I loved it, but it was just a different, that's what we called it, the monorail out there. It was very quiet and just different, where you feel like you're going.
So when she's saying the monorail, she's talking about the thing in San Diego.
It's the monorail.
She's talking about
San Diego.
The safari style attraction. I don't want to call it a ride. I would disagree. The one in San Diego I think is much better, but it's because of the expansiveness of it. It would take an hour to 90 minutes, and you'd be going. Oh,
I'm just talking about the vehicle. I'm not talking about
I understand
the actual experience. Because it took.
If you're a Disney lover and you love that attraction, you need to go to San Diego and do Safari Park.
Yes. It's an hour long. So you do have to go potty before you go because there's no stops. But it is a full hour out there, and it is amazing. And if the animals do something different or there's something really cool to look at, they stop it and you get to hang out there and watch it.
We once got stuck and we had to be removed. They brought all of them backwards. We were only about 1/4, maybe even 1/5. We're at the very beginning.
To the elephants.
And that was like the first main thing you do when they have to take you in the back. And we got stuck, and then they started moving us backwards. Well, the elephants, which is a whole herd, it was a herd, 12 to 15. I don't know.
Yeah, the matriarch was all of a sudden like up and noticing.
That's the mama for those of us who speak English.
And she started, calling everybody. They all got up and came. It was the coolest.
We were moving backwards. And so they started they could tell there's something that was different, and they were playing. They were
rolling around. They were clearly like puppy dogs, but there's these giant animals.
It was before.
It was amazing.
You'd have a camera in your hand.
We didn't.
It would have been the best. It would have went viral.
A long time ago.
It was so beautiful. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite events of my life. Like babies being born, marrying you, babies being born. I don't even get to see my grandkid be born, which is probably a plus.
So weird. Let's be real. No, it's not a plus. I'm like,
and their face is all smashed.
I usually do. They
look like a Harry Potter
for Mama
character for the first couple.
They do a little bit.
Anyway, but I think like this. God, I think it's a win. I get to see him in 3 hours.
For me.
Pretty cool. Anyway, so I love it all. So let's get back. What did we miss? Well, Pandora. We haven't even talked about Pandora. I actually feel like I need to apologize. A little bit.
You ran through it.
So we got 15 minutes left. So we only got 1/4 of the show left. We haven't even talked about many things. We haven't talked about the food. We haven't talked about a lot of things. But I feel like if we don't start on Pandora right now, we're not going to.
Okay.
So
Pandora.
We'll probably just skip the food. All right. The lions roared at us when we went by. That is so cool.
Or not Bagel Barbecue. Flame Tree.
Flame Tree. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the food? You want to talk about
Pandora? Here we go.
If you've not been there, you've already heard people say this probably. And if you've been there, you know exactly what I'm going to say. It's unbelievable. They have floating rocks.
Yeah.
Come on. And that's not even the best thing. Yeah. Joe Rohde. Oh my gosh. If and when I do my top 10 Disney people I want to meet, and it's on my list, I've got a long list of videos I want to do and or playlists I want to do, whatever. That'll probably be a living and a dead version. They're still around. The icons who aren't with us anymore, and the icons are with us. Joe Rohde, right under Walt Disney, I think. I don't know who. There's a few people that are equal to him now that I think about it, but iconic guy, like such an interesting guy. Who would you want to sit and just listen to, have lunch with, have coffee with, just listen to more than him? I mean, if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's Pandora. He's Animal Kingdom. He's amazing. So Joe Rohde, what he created for us, along with obviously the great minds of Avatar, James Cameron, I wasn't excited about it. I'll say this again. I liked Avatar. I didn't love Avatar. It seemed like every great, grand, epic story mashed into 3 hours, made beautiful. I really kind of make fun of the story. People love the story. Okay, fine. It's 100 different stories mashed into one. I feel like it was lazy writing, but it was beautiful.
It was definitely visually amazing.
Visually amazing. Amazing. So when they said they were going to make it, I'm like, well, okay, but Disney and Animal Kingdom and okay, I don't quite understand it. It works, man. It works.
Totally.
You walk in, the lights, again, being in there in the dark the first time, the lights of the ground, the sounds, the plants, the movement. If you're an Instagram kind of guy or gal, it's the place to be. So many great backgrounds. And one of my daughters she doesn't want followers, but she loves the pictures. And I become like her semi-pro photographer there. And I love it. I got to be honest. I love it because it's fun. It's so fun. Carolyn, it's so fun. It is beautiful. The sounds and the views you get, like just your head's on a swivel. You know, if you want to be a good linebacker, your head's got to be on a swivel. If you want to be a good Pandorian, your head's on a swivel. You go, you walk off a Flight of Passage, you go get the Blossom drink, whatever that's spectacular, or you can go into the little restaurant there, which you loved.
Yeah,
you're the cupcake girl, and you love their cupcakes. A lot of good food there.
They have a lot of fun things. They make it look like it's something you'd see at the movie. In the movie,
but then the person in the robot machine, the mech, something, I don't know what it is. He's talking to you. That's amazing. One of my favorite things is to watch those shows, but I also, obviously, I watch some of the kiddos. And I remember the first time I was watching that, maybe might not have been the first time. One of the times I watched that guy talking to them, there was a little boy, I don't know, next to me, and he was just mouth open in awe.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was really touching.
Super cute.
But the food there is so amazing. I don't want to ignore the food, but the Pandora experience, I'll tell you, honestly, you don't have to ride either of the rides. You don't.
No, we didn't for a long time.
The first three times I was there, I didn't ride a ride. I didn't do Flight of Passage, and I didn't do the river. I didn't care.
Well, and our kids didn't care.
They didn't want to do it, so we weren't going to do it.
Reagan decided to finally watch the movie after I told her for years, you're going to love this movie. She watched it.
Absolutely.
She loved it. And then we were going to wait in line for the ride because she was all about it.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did. And Night Blossom, exactly, Caitlin.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
That's like her favorite gift shop is there too.
Yeah.
Reagan, that's Reagan's thing. Like
she bought, I should have pulled out he's right there.
Yeah, we've
got the little dragon guy, or no, he ain't little. She got the special Earth Day one, of course, because that's another $15 for Dad.
Like
whatever. And she was obsessed with it, right? And she had to have it, and she was so excited.
It's a banshee.
It's a dragon. It's a dragon.
And
it's a dragon.
Sits on her shoulder.
I swear I saw a dragon.
It's the color of Pete.
It's pretty cool looking. I got to be honest. But she was obsessed with it. She waited. She didn't buy it one year. She saved up her money to buy it the next year. She was so proud. By the time we got home, Dad, you want it in your office? I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I do. And so it's in my office.
She's like, well, you can display it in your office,
which I haven't done, but I will. But it is pretty amazing. That the first time we were in that shop, we couldn't talk about social distancing. There was none in there.
No, it was so crowded.
We couldn't even move.
Yeah.
And then, but that was part of it, I think, and the money thing probably. But the next year, she got it, and it was pretty cool watching her. She saved up for it. I mean, whatever. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
This year she wanted what was it called? What are the little seeds that fall down from the Mother Earth or the Mother Tree? She wanted the keychain that had that in in a little
sphere.
I
vaguely remember. I don't really know.
Got it. She found it and got it.
Jay knows. Jay knows. We might mention Elliot in our house more often than the average bear. This one might be obsessed with Elliot.
Pete's dragon.
You know what? So obviously I fell in love with her pretty easy because she's super hot and super fun and all the things that she is. But I loved Elliot from Pete's Dragon because of the Main Street Electrical Light Parade. You like Elliot because you're a lunatic.
No, he's so cute.
He's pretty cute.
Yeah, he sings.
Anyway, Elliot needs to be in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, he could be.
Why do they have and then, over in Epcot, they've got some purple guy. What the heck? What's wrong with Elliot? Anyway,
the purple guy is not my favorite.
So
you like him better.
We didn't really talk about the rides, and we do have time now. So Flight of Passage. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'll say it quick because a lot of people are here that have already heard this story. Didn't ride it on the first 2-3 trips we were there for various reasons. Most of my kids didn't care, and we didn't get a fast pass. So we're not going to wait that long. Finally rode it, expecting it to not be as good as everybody said because people had set it up as the greatest thing ever, and it really exceeded expectations. It was amazing.
It was amazing. Being
on them, they strap you in and you're all tight, and then feeling it breathe was something that was massively.
It was wild.
Spectacularly impressive.
Yeah, you felt like you were on it.
The drops
were great.
Like, how do they make me feel like I know I can look? I'm not going anywhere. And it like I love Soren, but I'm sitting in I can't get my mind to like I know where I'm at. Right? It's amazing. I love it. I love it when the golf ball goes by in the California. I love it. I love the smell stirring your face. It's spectacular. I love Soren, but it doesn't transport me there like this one does. This is another level, right? I mean, people who've ridden it know
it's amazing.
It's unbelievable. The smells, but again, the
wind
drops
blowing, the smells, the drops.
So I'm sitting on it, or I'm laying, whatever you're doing. You're whatevering on it have a baby position, whatever you're doing, and
you're on the back. You're in the saddle,
and my kid who's obsessed with it. I can hear her happiness. So for a moment, I look to her, and it takes you out of it instantly because then you can see the mechanics of it. But her smile, like it's like my favorite thing ever. Yeah, it was so big.
It's her favorite ride.
Yeah, and then and the ride is so massive. It's like you're really in a land was just created by some amazing imaginations. It's the best thing ever. And then you come out and you go to the restaurants. So we've already referenced. You get the Blossom. You go in the restaurant. We hung in that restaurant quite a while.
Yeah, we tried some of their fun little desserts. I don't remember what they were.
I remember you loved them. They were very picture worthy, and you enjoyed the taste, at least of one of them.
One of them was like a custard or something.
I don't remember.
They were round.
That's a great place to get some food. But then, and we didn't talk about the river ride. It's pretty cool too. Like I really like. I think the theming in there is so everywhere. It's amazing. It's so burst with life. But my favorite thing, go ahead.
Riding a river through the movie. I mean, it was like being in the movie.
So good. But my favorite thing is the little frog-like things that jump on the leaves above you.
Yeah.
That
was awesome.
That treatment, that effect, whatever that word is so good. I love it. That blows me away. And the big, huge animatronic. That is the biggest animatronic. When she's singing at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's
wild.
18. I don't know how big it is. It's got to be 3 people size, two and a half people
Avatar
size. That's what I should have said. It's pretty cool, but it's also good. It's like an Alice in Wonderland meets Peter Pan. Fantasyland, amazing thing. Again, the little frog kind of creatures that flop on the leaves above you. I want that I would like that to be in my backyard as I'm walking out. Can you do that?
You're gonna have to get a few more jobs.
No, it's not the jobs, it's the money. They lived in a lighthouse, the original live Disney version. The original Pete's Dragon is spectacular. The more recent one.
Oh, they were
some great actors in it too. It's so bad. Still kind of cute. Yeah, the shaman. Yeah, the animatronic it's insane. I wish that you could have Walt, like, because I'm thinking of the Walt Disney World episodes where Walt was showing in the animatronics on Pirates of the Caribbean when Pirates of the Caribbean was a new thing, and he was so impressed, and he's showing us on the show that, and he's clearly proud of it, right? We see it on TV. He's proud of it. I mean, he's doing a show, but he's proud of it. And he wants to show the world. I wish the world could show him what that animatronic is, because I would love to hear his. Like, they say that it was hard to impress Walt. They say that you would come out with, like, they sing "Feed the Birds" to him. He's like, yeah, that'll do. But it was his favorite all-time thing. But apparently, it's just from the show that we all just saw on Disney Plus. But I bet he would be wowed by that. How would you not?
Yeah.
And slap him on the back of a. I would love to slap Walt on the back of
the Banshee.
And him go, wow, I did good.
Amazing.
I did good. Can you adopt me so I can go? Yes, Carolyn, please do. You know what? It's one of my favorite things about this. I'll say this again before we get to the food, because we made it. We got some time. I feel like we got everything in. One of my favorite things about being a Disney YouTuber now is the family, the friends. Pete was just in here. He had to go. I talked to him a couple times yesterday, and I had a busy work day. And, we've made friends, and hanging at Disney and bumping into people. That's
fun.
So yes,
it's super fun.
You can join Dole Whip family anytime you want. And I love that. I used to make fun of it. Like Dole Whip Dad was the name of the channel, not me. It was the name of the channel, I thought. But now I get called Dole Whip Dad. And in the beginning it was weird. I remember, like, when I met Dev, some of you know Dev, he said, Dole Whip Dad. I said, I'm Jeff. And he looked at me funny, and I thought, oh, because they think of me
Dole Whip Dad.
And it was a paradigm shift for me. I hate paradigm shift. I hate that term, but it was for me. And that someone wants to hang at Disney with me makes my freaking day. The answer is yes, Carolyn. Come on, let's do it. I can't wait. I wanted to go to Disney so bad right now. We were talking, I'm going to talk about the DAC food, Disney Animal Kingdom food here in a minute. But we were just talking, was it yesterday? Might have been the day before. We've got 3 trips planned. One's in October. And you were saying, hey, we might not get tickets, this and that, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole bunch of things that
are just unknown.
Are unknown. Let's put it that way. Some are out, some aren't out. Some are going to happen. Some are rumor.
We have our rooms.
I don't know that we'll all be able to get the tickets for the time we'll be there, but we're going to have our room.
Right.
I got to be honest with you. It's cool. I'm cool.
Right.
If they force me to not go in the parks, but I can still go, we're still going. We're still having a blast.
We are.
I won't be sad. Like I was about to say I might be sad if I miss it. I don't think I would. I think it would be a new, different experience. And I'm kind of obsessed with resorts. Now, here's the problem. If everyone's just resort hopping, it might be.
We're all going to be
it might be packed.
hopping.
So that might be negative.
We'll see.
But that was a long way of saying, Carolyn, yes, you can. See you in October. Okay, so we didn't get to the food. Do you feel like we did a good job on Pandora? I feel like I rushed through it, but
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's fine. I mean, we only have 3 minutes left. So.
I think the food of Animal Kingdom cannot be ignored. Now, I do love me some food. If you want, I should do an
barbecue.
I should do an abs model Instagram because they're under there, but they're way under there because of Animal Kingdom. I love Flame Tree. I haven't even done some of the fancy ones, but one of my favorite food.
It's too hot when we go.
Yeah, we're
not like hungry enough to.
I like Disney Animal Kingdom, the walk-up meals, the cheaper version of the food so much that I can't really go to Sanaa yet, or I can't go to the Yak and Yeti. We do the walk-up.
Yeah, outside. We do the walk-up.
I love that fried rice at Yak and Yeti. Oh, resort budgeting. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
This is for a great. Big, beautiful green day. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think sitting down and enjoying the sights and the sounds. They used to have the crazy, I don't know what the heck that instrument was.
Yeah.
But we would sit at Yak and Yeti and I would look forward to the fried rice because I like it so much. It's really, really good. And often I won't Tusker House. I was trying to think of Tusker. I haven't done that one yet. I want to do that so bad. Because I like what I'm talking to you about so much. So if I go and get the fried rice at Yak and Yeti, the walk up, and then I go to Flame Tree, that's enough food for me for the day.
Right.
And so I don't usually do the fancy
Flame
stuff.
Tree, we actually end up sharing.
It's a lot of food, and it's
we
good.
get like 2 big things and then just share.
That's
plenty.
We're not the kind of people that are going to go do the same thing every time, but at Animal Kingdom, we kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is sometimes I'm going to go and I'm going to get the fried rice I'm really excited about, and they have some special. Like the last 3 times I haven't even got it because they had, this time.
Right.
Like my mouth is I'm getting hungry right now. But Tusker House is supposed to be amazing. Yak and Yeti Inside is supposed to be amazing. I can't wait to do both. But
bread service.
Yes. So and I did want to end here at the end. So shout out to my buddy Dave of Diz and That. If you don't know who they are, how are you here? Diz and That are awesome. They're 4 of my good buddies. Brandy and Dave are their own channel. They're awesome. Dave is half of Brandy and Dave and 1/4 of Diz and That. That was a long.
Yes.
But Dave and Disney Dan are my 2 go-to Disney food people. And he said, and Lynn, I think, is big on it. Lynn, my buddy Lynn from the Lynn Project, who often is ninja moding. If you're here, hello, Lynn, love you. But Dave really pushed me to, check out the lounges. And I do love the lounges. I haven't been to a lot of the lounges, but the ones I've been in are all the best. Abracadabra, which I didn't get to hang in, but is probably the one that I'm most excited to do next.
Yeah.
We went in real fast and we just tool around for a minute, but Nomad Lounge. I swear to you, it was my favorite hour of that trip. Probably.
It was, yeah.
And that's saying a lot.
Mine too, but partially because of air conditioning.
Oh, well, see, and that's a part of it too, though. It's so hot there. You want to get
so
hot. We're leaving. It's the end of the day. I knew about it. She did not, or wasn't aware of it, or I don't know how to say this. And I'm like, hey, we're hot. We're about to leave. Hey, there's no match. No, I want to go home.
I'm like, I do not want to eat anything right now.
I'm like, no, we want to go in there.
Nauseous.
She's like, no, I'm too hot. I'm like, huh. And so it's one of those husband moments where, I mean, she'll get over it. And I made the left turn, and And then
No, I said, see if there's a place to sit and air conditioning.
so I walk in and,
and
the big man, I remember exactly what he looked like. Is there any space right now? He's like, no, we've got a little bit of wait. And so I'm like, oh, how long? He's like, oh, maybe like 5 minutes. And so I turned to her. I'm like, oh yeah, right. It's open. Come on. And
there's a place to sit and air.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, let's do it.
Which is a total lie. And so I just very aggressively walked over to the people that looked like they were leaving, and they did. And we got in there.
We walked right in and
you walked right in. We got lucky. But she got spilled on twice that day. He was such a nice guy.
He dropped the drinks.
He felt
right
so
on
bad
us.
too. He gave us such good service. He was fun. He made us laugh.
He was funny.
But he felt bad. We left having such a good experience, and he felt like he did a horrible job.
Yeah.
But he didn't do a horrible job. He was great. But Nomad is so
water.
good.
It was cold.
So we had bread service there, and it's not like bread service
fun.
at Sanaa. Not that I know. I've never been, but everybody loves it. It was our first Disney bread service.
Yeah.
And it was so good. And everybody says it's nowhere like what they have down in the Animal Kingdom, right?
We did something else. Bread service and another
thing.
We
did.
What did
we got like you each got a drink, and then we got
another thing to eat that Peyton was excited about.
I don't recall.
Really remember what it was.
But we're a little over time now, but I just want to point out it's so worth your time. Frankly, all the lounges. I want to do all the lounges. I think they're so underrated. They're little bits of perfection. And you just got to check them out. Oh, nice. Are you resort? Here, let's see where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I got to tell you. I got to find it right now. That's good, though. We started out low. I'm talking just right now, just me and resort budgeting, having an insider conversation.
Anyways, the Nomad Lounge was great. That'll be another stop for us now. Flame Tree, Nomad. And someday when we're there and not boiling, I'm going to try to do Tusker.
Plus 103 resort. Thanks for having me look at it. Is it Disney? It's got to be Disney, right? So if you don't know what we're talking about Disney, or we're talking about stocks. Yeah, Disney's popping, baby. Disney hit 124. It's at 124.18. I'm up 21% on all my Disney stocks right now. So if you don't know what we're talking about, resort budgeting, a couple of my other buddies are, we like to invest. We're new investors. You can check out my other channel, The Animated Investor, Disney, The Animated, where'd it go? Investor, mostly Disney stocks, but I sold some Michaels, have some Michaels still, but sold some Michaels and got into some cruise stock. If you're interested in that, I dropped a video yesterday. I got some more coming. Also have a collab. I'm going to finish up the collab video today with my buddy from TubeBuddy, Rob. So that'll be fun. I don't know when he'll post it, but it might have been a secret. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. That's all right. But anyway, we're coming up on the weekend. So let me send some people over to Myers of the Mouse. I hope we got everything on Animal Kingdom in. I felt like I rushed it a little bit.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't organize it like I did the week before or the show before. Just
we didn't talk about like going to the little Rafiki area and doing the animation and
the animation.
A lot more.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. We'll probably do a week of Animal Kingdom, a week of one day, and so we'll get to do a deeper dive into some of the things we like. But for this week, it's kind of the overview, our favorite things about it.
Yeah,
and then maybe we'll do a tips and tricks and hidden gems and things we don't like about it. Maybe we'll dive into them a little more as we progress. It's only week 2 of doing the theme, so we'll probably have a Disney Animal Kingdom week in the weeks to come. Myers of the Mouse is I expect live right now. They usually go on at 10 Central Time, 11 Eastern Time. Also, Pat Flynn, the Income Stream's always live right now. If you want to learn how to grow on YouTube, I'm not personally friends with him. I just think he's awesome. Check him out. Myers of the Mouse, if you want more Disney, is live right now. Thursday, no, it's not. Are we doing football tonight? Is NFL Watch Party tonight? I don't even know. We've got NFL Watch Party. I'm not even sure if we're starting tonight. Pete's not here anymore. Could be coming soon, including that. I'm not really sure. We were talking about other things yesterday.
Maybe.
Yeah. Friday night. Is it today Thursday?
Yes, it's Thursday.
Friday, Disney Pin's live. It's going to be fun giving away Disney Pin. Saturday morning, this Beauty and the Bait. Sunday night, DizTube and Creator Talk. There's a lot of stuff going on.
I was going to say Saturday morning, this. It's more of this.
More of this
for
with
people.
You. And then we've got, I don't even know what I'm doing for work yet. I got to check out I don't even know what I'm doing for work. So, but the work day starts as soon as I'm done here. Love you. Oh, yes. Corey tonight's doing a 3-day model. I saw that. I've never done one of those 3-day models. So thank you, Joey. Corey from Corey Meets World. Great guy, good friend of mine. He's been on DizTube. You can check out that one if you want. But every Thursday night, he goes live. It's always great. And usually they're in the Disney parks, but obviously right now they're not. and he's doing a 3D model of I don't know, one of those 3D models. So that'll be fun. So Christine, thank you so much for being here. Carolyn, see you in the parks. Sure Nuts, thanks for being here. Jay Skywalker with a better last name than me. Joy's World, Hitchhiking Bones. Connie Grand Floridian Family. I love that name. I was gonna throw you up there because that's fun. Mar in Memphis. Everybody, members of the club, members of the channel, Ninja Mode people. I'm looking at you, Lynn. Everybody who's here, moderators, new people, veterans. I love you all. I'm glad you're here. Go wash your hands. The world is less crazy today than it was yesterday. Fear is a big lying liar. Don't believe a word of it. It's the longest I've worn a hat inside in quite some time. Yeah, that's it. Pete said he's having a stream night. I think, okay, so I'm thinking that's the NFL watch party. I'm probably on it, but I'm not really sure.
You probably should find out.
That'll probably be it. I'll let you know. Anyway, and if you're interested in any of that investing stuff, like I said, the other channel, it's going pretty good for a new channel, The Animated Investor. And yes, if you use the referral link, not only do you get free stock, but you get to be in my little investing group, which I haven't put a lot into yet, but I've got some pretty neat things. So I think that's it. I think that's enough. Is that enough?
I think we got it all.
Mars and the Mouse is live right now. Go give them some love. Pat Flynn, the income stream's going live right now, talking about social media and how to grow on that. It's worth your time. Have the best day ever. I love you.
I love you.
I guess it's time to go to work. Thanks, everybody. Be good. Go wash your hands. Have fun. Storming the castle. Later.